你不要感到孤单，我一直在关心你。不要再怀疑我，让神带给你力量，好不好？
只是有太多倒霉的人，太多不公平的事了。
While discussing films, I often try bringing in the well-known term realistic cinema in conversations, because that is what matters to me the most while enjoying a movie. And sometimes I've always tried discussing or analyzing is how movies get real. But more than the reality, what movies are great at is portraying a beautiful reality. Showing moments and scenes that are just about the real people doing real things isn't enough. They must have a beautiful feeling all over them, which may not necessarily mean that the film will be a pleasing utopia. It can be dark and disturbing, but if we can witness ourselves in the characters, that's when it gets truly real. This fictional life is for me what I call life under the screen. Just any movie won't get in this feature, but only the ones such as this.
那下次我们什么时候见面？
Taiwanese filmmaker Edward Young's classic A Brighter Summer Day is that definition of truly real. It is a truth epic, as Darren Carver mentioned in the Letterboxd review. The storyline may be found a little confusing for the general audience when they see it for the first time. Moreover, there are so many long, slow shots that might test the patience of the regular viewer or might even change their perspective on cinema. Not one moment in this gets wasted. Every scene delivers a deep understanding of the depth of the characters, something that the director's most popular feature EE did too. But EE had ups and downs. This film, on the other hand, is linear.
我们的 Miss 也不打声招呼啊！Miss 是买票的，你知不知道啊？
我们不要理他。
不要理。
So what's it all about? The lead character here is Sar, who is a teenager and has a brother and 3 sisters, where his brother is pretty much fond of gambling, though overall he is an honest and good person. His eldest sister is studying, the middle sister is highly religious, and the youngest one is just the youngest one. His parents came to Taiwan in 1949 after the Civil War. Coming to Taiwan, a completely new place in a new atmosphere, the young boys have made their little gangs in search of an identity. Sar belongs to the gang which is called the Little Park Boys, containing the members of the native people, meaning who were born in Taiwan, but Sar is a mainlander who has came to Taiwan. Their group's leader is a boy named Honey, and their biggest rival is a gang who are called the 217 Boys, containing the member of the kids of the military.
去跟小公园办演唱会已经很不给我们面子了嘛。
But this is barely a story of fight between these two gangs, it's 1/4 of the film. A Brighter Summer Day is almost about everything. With each character it tells a universal story of something vast. Though one thing is for sure, mostly all of the teen characters portray the dilemma of being a teenager in such a tough time, yet each character is searching for their own identity. Sar Hinwich may be most desperate. He gets into trouble with his gang members, and trying to protest he never makes things right and humiliates everyone.
叫你给我唱，你心甘情不愿？喵啊啊！带种的，狂啊！决定，大家来这。有种过来，有种过来。主任好。
His father on one hand gets caught in governmental pressure to make proof of their migration, which also made him lose his job. The relationship between Sar and his father is something that develops the character of Sar very much. His father has a deep sense of staying righteous and angry against the traditional society.
如果有人还为他没有犯过错误去道歉、去讨好的话，那这种人什么事情做不出来啊？
可是汪王觉得这世界上这种事情太多了。
所以啦，读那么多书，就是要其中找出一个以后做人做事的道理。如果到头来还不能很勇敢地相信他的话，那做人有什么意思啊？
Something that makes a huge impact on Sar's mindset, he starts rejecting his school teachers, and as the film went by more and more, he started getting more and more disrespectful.
没大没小，跟医生讲话站好。
操你妈逼！你什么玩意儿？警备总部啊！
The character of Ming searches for identity through love. Her boyfriend Hani, being away for long, engages herself in an affair with someone else from the school. And rather than that, engages in a good friendship with Sir, but Sir eventually falls in love with her even though she never had that connection with him.
看错你了，你原来跟那些人都一样，对我好就是想要跟我交换我对你的感情，这样你就安心了是不是？你太自私了。
She is lonely too. She doesn't know what she does and what she should do. In the shooting of a little role, when she cries, it reflects her actual pain and despondency. She is not happy with herself either, as Sir or the others might have thought. So she might have been acting, but she was just yet another complex person.
你是不是想到一些伤心的事儿？能不能告诉我呢？ 是不是不知道应该怎么讲给我听？
The character of Cat here searches for identity through dreaming.
Yes, I love you.
I always love you so.
He has a great voice and wants to reach more people through it. He loves Elvis and wants to sing like him despite not knowing a single word of English. Thus, he comes to Sir's eldest sister to transcribe the English lyrics to Taiwanese, and it does help him, but after all, he's just a young boy, so even after trying to make his content reach more people, he doesn't go anywhere far.
记得我录了这首歌吗？你猜我把它寄给谁？我寄去给猫王，他回我信了哎。他信上写，他的歌竟然在一个不知名的小岛上这么受欢迎，他很感动，他还送给我一个礼物哎，就是你看不到。
小太保。
我现在天天戴着他送给我的戒指，很屌哎。是，不知道哪天可以让你拔一下。
哎，那什么玩意儿？他妈的！
This search for an identity is visible in Hani and Sir's brother too. Hani finds himself in the fictional character as he explains them to Sir.
有一个老包，大家都以为他吃错药。我记得，好像全城的人都敲头，而且到处都被放火。他一个人要去堵拿破仑。 后来还是被条子学到，战争与和平。
And Sir's brother, on another side, finds himself gambling and wasting money, even though deep down he despises himself for it. And Sir's middle sister finds her identity through religion.
你是不是太跟别人计较？你是不是经常只想到自己？基督为了我们的罪。
And amongst all these, Sir is a witnesser. The others, though, might have found their reasons to leave, but Sir is confused. He doesn't know what he wants and gets along with what he feels without any consent of what is good or bad.
说的也是没有错嘛，大家一样吃公家饭，你有什么好生气的？
He sees a lot of injustice happening in front of his eyes from the very beginning, and he doesn't know what is there to leave. So he tries to find peace and happiness through Ming and being her boyfriend, but it doesn't work either.
你的意思是要帮助我来改变我，是不是？你怎么跟别人一样？
All these characters are desperate somehow, and eventually all themselves result in violence or somehow found themselves in the situation of where violence or anger is the only great reflection of their pain. But it shows that eventually anger and taking the path of violence leads to nowhere except destruction. The still camera work makes this even more believable. Edward Young is not solely invested in capturing the characters but the environment too, which delivers a sense of nostalgia and a reminder we too might have been to a place like this or have seen a place like that, and the characters are the people that we saw there or were ourselves. The long shots takes us in and sink us in to get us in depth with the characters and gives us a meditative experience that is always a power of a movie to keep its audience engaged. Overall, this is a film that will make you discover more with every single rewatch. It's hard to comprehend the wide diversity of this by just a single watch. The recent Criterion had remastered it, probably gave it more attention. It is long, around 4 hours, might make people hold from watching it, but to be fair, its long runtime is what makes it great. It's like a novel experience. Without such length, the story couldn't be told. Even though it's a true story, the way Edward Young crafted it into a film is remarkable, and I must say that one must definitely need to see this film.
学校对你怎么样？好不好？
好啊，还不是一样，有什么不好？
你有没有碰到小明？
有啦，小明好好的啦，你专心读书啦。有事我跟飞机会帮你照啦。
empty and bare.